Hi guys, Rachel with Spunky Misfit Girl here, and I thought we would make these cute little paper dresses out of doilies. I actually have been seeing a lot of different tutorials for this type of thing pop up lately, and so I cobbled together a few different people's way of doing this to kind of come up with a one that I am happy with. And it actually is a hidden paper clip on the back side too. So you can clip it onto your journal pages if you want. Or if you'd rather not make it that way, you could also just leave the paper clip out and put it on a cover of a notebook or a card, or on one of your journal pages. So you're gonna want to have some doilies as well as some kind of pretty paper for the top part, maybe some die cuts for decorating your skirt, and then some little bits and pieces, ribbon, flowers. I have these pearls that I was gonna try to use to decorate. So the first thing we're gonna do, and I actually have these embossed doilies that I was gonna try out and see how that looks for my skirt. So the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna kind of fold not quite halfway to start making your skirt. And then you're gonna do the same thing, kinda, again, I guess it doesn't really, my embossing isn't really gonna show. So I think I might just use my plain doilies because I like that embossing to show. So let's use a plain one for this. But that way you'll get to see it again. I'm just gonna fold it over, not quite halfway. And then again, and I'm kind of, this top point of the triangle is where the top of my skirt's gonna be. So I'm kind of just looking at how I want this to end up showing like this. And that's gonna make my skirt. And I'm just gonna kind of clip off that top to make a straight top, and there's my skirt. And I am gonna ink up a little because I like that look, but it's up to you. Don't have to do that. I like my flowery doily edges to have a little bit of extra shape and weight to them, and that looks nice to me. And I think that's just about everything that shows. Maybe a little bit more here. Okay. So I am just gonna take my glue and glue this down so that it is not fussing with me there. And then there's a couple different ways you can do the top, and I am going to actually experiment with one that I did not do before, and I'm just going to take a folded piece of paper. Actually, I'm going to make sure this edge is straight up here, although I guess I'm not sure it matters actually, because I'm going to make a heart shape on the fold. The first lady whose tutorial I watched had a nice big heart punch, and I didn't have one of the right size, so I'm just gonna do my best to sketch out a heart shape that looks good here and cut it and try using that. But also show you how I did the straight top for the other one as well. Because this is nice, it gives you a, I should have done that on the other side. That's okay. It gives you a sweetheart neckline, which is kind of pretty. And you can also cut yeah, I think that's what the lady with her first tutorial did. Actually glue this in here about where that looks right, and then you cut the sides so that you have that sweetheart neckline, and then you can add your sleeves, your doily sleeves, basically. But let's give that a sec to grab a little bit there. And I'm going to fold another skirt so that I can show you the straight guy here too. I also have this fussy cut here from my Christmas ephemera kit that's in my shop. And she, I'm thinking, could make a nice little top on one of these skirts too. That might be fun for a Christmas card. Second skirt. That's a little, my doily is a bit strange. I've been doing so much prepping. By the time you guys see this video, I will have done 2 markets already, and then I've got a third before the season is over. And I was originally gonna try to schedule one every weekend before Christmas, but that was a little too much, so I think those 3 are probably the only in-person ones I'm doing, and that is Angels and Mistletoe in San Marcos and Wheatsville on December 2nd, and then Dripping Springs Distilling Hugh Marketplace has one on December 23rd. So if you're seeing this and you're in the Austin area, you still have last minute Christmas shopping to do. I will be at Dripping Springs Distilling in the afternoon on the 23rd. Okay, so let's glue that too, because it's just easier to not have that flopping around like that. Okay. Ooh. Okay, and so then for the top, let's make this a Christmas Me one too. Actually, let's look and see if she'll, look at her. That, I love it. I might need a little bit of a piece to bring her up a little bit, but isn't that fun? She might need a white skirt, actually. I don't know if I have any white doilies. That's fun. Okay, anyway. For this one, I actually used my big tag punch. It's 3.5 inches, but probably you really wouldn't have to. I think you can make this shape probably pretty easily just by freehanding it. So I cut this off of it just to make it square, and then I took my skirt how did I do this? Basically, I think I just kind of freehanded it anyway, so I don't know why I needed that punch, really. right? Because we're just gonna go here and we're gonna go here so that that can glue in here like this and give us a boat neck style dress. I'm just gonna cut across the top and look at that, and that's cute. It's a little bit pointy. I might just actually go like this and like this to make it a little less obnoxiously pointy like that. Okay, and let's give this guy a little bit of ink too. We'll put him on here and let him glue down while we work on our sleeves for the other one. I shouldn't be working on this nice paper either. I wanted to have it a Christmassy thing in the background for you guys, but I'm getting glue on it. Okay, that guy, this guy, let's get this out of here. The mat is already gluey, so it can have more. Okay, so sleeves. So you're gonna want another doily that's kind of already cut up, or that you can cut up to use for your sleeves. And the thing to do here is to kind of cut around your each bit of the pattern, right? So that you have like a kind of triangular little bit that is just this one part. And actually, I think I might have used something more like this for the others. So you can, it kind of depends on what the pattern is on your doily. And you can do it how you like and kind of maneuver it for yourself. So let's try this out and see how it works. So all you want to do is kind of pull it into a little cone shape. And this was a part, I was watching a video that didn't actually have sound. She didn't give instructions on this. I just kind of watched her do it, and I really wished she would have given a little bit more instruction, because I kind of just made this up myself. So it's really just kind of wrapping it around into a nice little cone and trimming off that top until you get it where you want it, so that it'll look good. And you can glue it on your dress like that. And I think I'm gonna go ahead with that and then just cut it. Put this glue back here and put it where I want it. Let that stick out a little bit more than my other one. Looks a little more festive. And then I'll cut that tiny piece off up here later. So let's try this one too. Actually, let's cut it a little more back here, because I think that's part of our issue. And just kind of pull that around into a, almost like a cone shape. It's a little fussy, but that's okay. Yeah. Let's cut that off. I don't have to get in there with the scissors. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Okay. And we'll put that in there, kind of to match our other one. Look at that. Nice. Okay, let's tackle our other guy as well. Oh no, I glued my top on backwards, you guys. That's okay though, because we're gonna glue over that area anyway. So it's an easy fix. Easy, easy fix, just like that. Okay. I think I'm actually going to cut a little more here. I'm liking these ones that have a little bit more pieces of the pattern. I don't know that this one's gonna work all that well. And this is a bit harder to do right now because it's not glued. Ooh, that's a bit big. Cut it a little more. Yeah, I kind of want to keep it closer like my first example, so I think I might do that and then just trim it. Kind of like it like this, especially with this kind of boat neck style where it almost has a little gap at the top there. Well, I'm gonna glue this down too. Okay, and we'll cut that top off in a sec. So let's do another one of these that has more of this for the other side. And actually I think I can cut more of that off and just kind of fold it around itself so it gets that little fluffy look. And then we're gonna keep this one a little closer to the body. I don't know about this one. It's not wanting to fall into line here. I'm getting, yeah, that's why. Let's do it like this so that it kind of has more of that rounded part. It was falling in the middle there. And this will go more like this. Up here like this. Let's cut. There. That's more like how I want it. Harder to match this one. Just not participating with me exactly the way I want. All right. More like this. A little more like this. A little more like this. Yeah. There we go. We're getting on there. Okay, we can trim this off. And then we can decorate. I might trim that a little bit more off the side too. Or just move it, move it, move it. Yeah, there we go. a little tiny bit more. Okay, so what do we want to do with these guys? So I have these little die cuts that go with, that I could add. I like to do something at the waist though here. So let's find some ribbon and some maybe other options. Let's see what we like. I like to find something that goes well with these pearls, maybe the red. That's pretty nice. I've also got these skinny lace. Look at that. See what that looks like. Go on it this way. Maybe something like that. I'm gonna cut this so that I can see what it looks like before I try to stick it down. Got a little glue on my scissors here. Okay. This guy, if I did that. One of these. Ooh, I kind of like that. Yeah. I might actually do that up there. Covers up my fold too. I need little tweezers for these though. These guys are so small. My fingers aren't gonna work very well. Oh my goodness, fiddly, guys. Okay though, look at that. And that's the worst one. Just gets better from here. It's gonna look gluey though. I shouldn't have put so much glue on. I need a art glitter glue with a teeny top for stuff like this. I'm still pretty happy with that though. That's really nice. So what should we do here? Should we still do that one? Because I could put one of these little guys. It's kind of a country Christmas dress. I like that. Let's do it. A little bit of this lace on here. A little line of glue there in the middle. And we'll put this guy in here. This is a little bit fuzzy for me. Not really a teeny tiny bits needing to be glued precisely with only a little bit of glue kind of person. All right, I'm gonna just wrap this. I'm gonna let that sit actually for a minute to let that grab. Let's take a look at this one. I have this fun stuff which looks like it would be fun on these, but I think it's gonna be too big and obnoxious actually. It's not gonna work. What about the red? I liked the red, maybe. put these down here. That's kind of fun. A couple of those like I did with the hearts. Buttons. Buttons could work. I have this big one that I just made. I think that's too big. Outsized for this. And then these little buttons. Maybe off to the side would be better. I don't know, it's a bit awkward. I don't really have any tiny little flowers or anything. I could maybe do a tiny gear, make it a steampunk Christmas dress. It's kind of fun, actually. What do you guys think? Do it? Are you shouting, do it? Do it, do it. It's fun. It's a little messed up though, this gear. It has an extra bit here in it. Let's see if there's any more that size. Yeah, here we go. Flowers and gears. Merry Steampunk Christmas. Yeah, I do like that. Let's do it. Let's do it. I could... I think these laces are too big, actually, because even that one's a little bit big. You need something really skinny. For these, you could actually also just cut paper for it. Let me see what else I have that's pretty right here that could be used for that. Let's see how that would look. Do I have anything? I don't really have anything that's sparkly, which is what I want. Okay, let's do the red. A line of glue. Don't want to lose those pearls. Yeah, that's nice. That's a nice size ribbon to use for this. And then let's put our gear on in the middle. I actually probably should have glued on the gear, not on the ribbon, because it's gonna look okay. Gear instead. Also still, I do need to get a skinny tip that I can use. They just always seem to just glue right up and then I can't use them anymore. And art glitter glue is what people have recommended so much, but it's so expensive. I've been reluctant to go that route. Okay, let's put this guy on here too, because I do like that. Maybe he should get a gear. I keep changing my mind about things. I have another small one. Maybe. That's fun. Maybe there's a smaller one. There aren't really a lot of small ones in here. It's kind of only those. Does that one look better? Ooh, here's this one. This one should do it, yeah? Yep. Okay. Let's put a little glue. I really didn't intend to be making a steampunk Christmas dress here today. I like it. Okay, and let's finish off now this back of this one. Hopefully that glue is grabbed enough and I can pull this in here around the back. Oh, and you guys want to know how to do the paperclip, which is pretty easy. But we will do it. Basically, you're just going to want a piece of paper to go over your back here. This is kind of one of those days when things aren't really quite falling into place just exactly the way I would like them to, but that's okay. It's working out. Okay, there we go. That's that back done. So let's think about paper clips. So I've got these little guys here that I'm going to use, and all I want to do is take a piece of my scrap paper and cut it so that it will be about the size of this backing but not show, right? So I want it to be skinny at the end, kind of like this. I'm going to curve it for this one since we've got the heart shape. I think that'll do just about fine. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the paper clip with the long side out onto this one. And then I'm going to glue that on the back. If you want to turn it into a hidden paper clip. And then that can just go on your journal. My lace guy here doesn't want to quite glue in all the way. Let's get him. Let's get him. It's to be held there for a bit. And then same thing on the other one. And that is the doily paper dresses. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and sign up to my email list for occasional free printables. I'll see you guys next time.